Hi, this is my first video in my new house. So I currently have the strange background of recipe books. I think my videos will have to be here though, it's where I get the best light, and as I've said before I don't have any fancy light, so I have to use natural light. Also, the road I'm living on is a bit busier than I thought it would be, so I'm hoping to get a lapel mic soon, and maybe that will get rid of some of the background noise, but until then we'll just have to deal with it. Today I want to tell you about some of my favourite coloured highlighters. So most of these are duochrome with either a strong coloured base or a coloured reflect. I have 5 brands to show you with various colours within that brand. First off, one that I wear multiple times a week and you should have seen on Instagram if you follow me on there, is Phee's Makeup Tips highlighters. So I have my 4 coloured ones from her in this palette, and then I have various other ones that are more traditional colours. This one is Gloaming and it's a yellow. This one is Buzz and it's probably one of the ones I use the most. I use it in a lot of eye looks as well. This one is Glow Up, a pink. These 3 are all fairly chunky, but the 4th one, which is called Googly Bear and it is a green, is much finer in texture. So I absolutely love these ones. They're also really good in eye looks. I'm wearing Googly Bear today on top of something that I will show you next. All of these highlighters are £12 in a case or £8.50 for just the pan. Next up is the Shiro cream highlighters that were based on the various Eevee evolutions from Pokemon. I had a look on the website just now and I can't see them on there, although it's quite hard to use their phone website because you can't access the search button, or at least I can't on my phone, but I didn't see them on there, so I'm not sure if they've been discontinued, but I'm going to show you them anyway because they are my favourites, and maybe, I don't know, in a Reddit swap or something you might have a chance to get hold of some. So I've got 5 of the colours to show you. I got the sample size in the little clamshell and this is more than enough product. This one is Glacial and it's a grey with almost a bit of a purple shift. This one is Sylphid. Some of them are definitely more pigmented than others, but they're really, they feel quite silicone-y, I guess. So this one is quite a warm pink, peachy pink almost. This one is Vaporous and it's a blue. This one is Esper, quite a subtle purple, but it is really beautiful on. Last but not least is Verdant, and it's what I'm wearing Googly Bear on top of today. These last 2 are definitely my favourite from the collection. So I imagine these were about $3 or $4 each for the sample size, but I can't remember and I'm not able to check. My favourite way to wear them is as a base for other highlighters because I like quite a strong colour to come through. And so these help a shadow to stick, but I find they're not quite enough on their own. Although if you would prefer a subtle highlight, then these are definitely an option. Next up is this Makeup Revolution palette and it's called the Ultra Strobe Balm palette and it's £8 for all of these. So £1 a shade. I'll just show you a few of the colours. There's no names on the colours, but this is the blue one, the green one. There's a few more neutral colours in here as well, like this one. Pink one, well, pinky purple. Some of them are a bit chunky, like that blue one, but it doesn't take much effort to blend them out. And I think especially for the price, this is definitely worth getting, especially if you want to play around with a more subtle way to use coloured highlighters, because you can layer these up, or just one layer is very, very subtle. Back to more indies, I have 3 highlighters to show you from Notoriously Morbid. One I've already shown before, I think it was in my last favourites, and that one is Autumn Moon, which is a pan, obviously. So that's Autumn Moon. It's a bit too dark for me to wear on my own, but as I showed you in the favourites video, I like to mix it with something else. Also fine to use on your eyes. Next up is I Thought I Saw a Ghost, which was from one of their vanishing cabinets, I think. And that one is not quite as deep as Autumn Moon, but definitely in the same family. This one's a bit easier for me to wear on my skin tone. Next up is the Angel highlighter, which is a peachy pink. Very easy to wear. Notoriously Morbid's highlighters are $4 for a sample size and $8 for the larger size. Pans are something that they only do for special occasions usually, so I can't check the price of those. Last up is Aromaleigh, who I've mentioned quite a lot on here and use rather a lot on Instagram as well. I have rather a lot of Aromaleigh highlighters because I get lots of the sample bag sizes, which I think are $2, and then up to full size, which might be $14. Yeah, I have rather a lot, but I have 4 of the coloured ones to show you. First off is Pegasus, and it's an icy grey blue. Next is Thalassa, which is a blue with a bit of a green shift in it, I would say. Aromaleigh does a Goddess of the Month, which is, I guess, their face product colour of the month. And they're often, well, they're always a blush or a highlighter, so there's always new highlighters to try from Aromaleigh. Next up is Song to the Moon, another pinky purple type. And last up is Solanum Dulcamara, which is a very pale purple with a green reflect. I'm not sure how well it's going to show up, but this is one of my favourite highlighters of all time. I love wearing this one because it's quite subtle, but the shimmer is unexpected at that green shift. Very, very much like that one. So those are all of my coloured highlighters to show you, and it's pretty cool that 4 of those 5 brands are indie ones, so that's really good. I always think it's good to support, you know, one person or a small team instead of this massive organisation. A mixture of colours and consistencies. I hope there was something in there that tickles your fancy. Let me know if you'd like to see me do this about like more traditional highlighter colours. Also, just because I've moved house, I was like, maybe I should do a room tour thing once everything's sorted. But actually I find them quite boring to watch, so I don't think I'm going to film one. I've been here just over a week. I've been here 8 days, and I'd say I was about 95% unpacked. There's just a few bits that can't go away until we've got new bits of furniture, really. 2 days ago I put up most of my pictures, and that's made it feel way more like home. Hope you're having a great day. Bye!